Hello, everyone. My name is Sophia, and today I invite you to take a stroll with me through the streets of Venice and delve a little into the culture and beauty of Italy. We are currently in the heart of Venice, right by the Grand Canal. On the banks, one can spot many people, which is no surprise since this aquatic artery of the city attracts everyone. To the right, we see fascinating buildings that will surely catch your camera's lens. The Grand Canal presents a mosaic of architectural styles, lining its shores. Reflections of centuries with majestic palazzos, elegant bridges, and refined building facades beckon us to immerse ourselves in a world of history and art. One could stand here for hours, observing every detail of the building's exterior. But there are other places just as interesting, so let's move on and check them out quickly. To your left is the canal itself, shimmering in the sunlight. Gently swaying on the water are gondolas. These traditional boats are symbolic of Venice. They are designed in such a way that they can be easily navigated through Venice's narrow and shallow channels. We can see that there are numerous gondolas here, available for tourists. Such a ride might not come cheap, but the experience will undoubtedly be memorable. Surprisingly, their deep blue color doesn't blend with the water's hue, even though gondolas are usually adorned with intriguing details and feature comfortable seating for passengers. Let's head to St. Mark's Square and take a stroll around it. By the way, it is considered one of the most beautiful squares in the world and is the central and most famous square in Venice. Moreover, it's the main public space in the city, so we can see an exceptionally large number of tourists. So, if you want some quiet time, I suggest we move on. Also, some of Venice's most important architectural and cultural landmarks are located here. For instance, that pristine white building is one of the most famous palaces in Venice, the Doge's Palace, or Palazzo Ducale. It was the residence of the Doges of the Venetian Republic and served as the center of power and administration. It is renowned for its striking Gothic architecture. This becomes clear once you see its tall and majestic spires. St. Mark's Square is also known for its historic cafes and restaurants, such as Caffè Florian, where you can enjoy a traditional Italian espresso, cappuccino, or Venetian dishes while watching the life of the square. Now, I suggest we take shelter from the sun's rays and walk along the palace, enjoying the shade and cafes that look very cozy and atmospheric, conveying Italian culture in every detail. Looking to the left, you can see the monument to Victor Emmanuel, which is located not only near the Grand Canal, but also near the Santa Lucia train station. It's made of bronze and depicts the king on a horse. This monument serves as a reminder of the role he played in the unification of Italy in the 19th century. This monument is a popular spot among both tourists and locals who come to pay tribute to the king and his contribution to Italian history. Under the bridge, we can see the water running at a leisurely pace, and on it, a few boats are slowly making their way, finding a spot in this narrow canal. Typically, these waterborne buildings impress many tourists. They look exquisite, and I think their inhabitants must delightfully look out from the windows every morning, not replacing them with modern ones, but preserving a piece of history. Continuing our walk, we come to St. Mark's Square, named after an architectural landmark. To the right, you can spot several souvenir shops offering tourists a myriad of trinkets, and undoubtedly, everyone would want to buy a little something as a memory of their journey. Wandering the streets of Venice, we can observe the rhythmic life of its inhabitants and tourists, and the fascinating historical buildings that make up the unparalleled impression and unique atmosphere of the city. Afterward, we head out to the Campo Santo Stefano site, which once was the most important field in Venice. Straight ahead of us, we can see the monument to Niccolò Tommaseo, a statue erected in 1882 by Francesco Barzagli in honor of the aforementioned writer. After that, I suggest we leisurely walk to the Academy of Arts Bridge. It's located over the Giardinetti Canal. In general, Venetian bridges are an essential element of pedestrian movement and their number hovers around 420. The number of bridges changes from time to time for various reasons. For instance, sometimes canals simply get filled or are reconstructed. Moving in the shadow of the buildings, we approach the Balote Bridge, which is located on the canal named San Salvador. The buildings might not look very modern, but such a style adds a special historical charm. Moreover, this atmosphere is beautifully complemented by gondoliers in their striped shirts, navigating their boats through the winding canal. Now, we have returned to the Grand Canal's coastline, and on our right, we can see the famous Rialto Bridge. Its history is captivating as it was the first and only bridge over the canal until 1854. Initially, it was wooden, and even after several collapses, the bridge was rebuilt from wooden materials. After some time, the Doge Pascual Sacagna decided to construct a sturdier structure made of stone. Antonio da Ponte took up the construction after winning over luminaries such as Palladio, Sansovino, and Michelangelo. The bridge consists of a single span 28 meters long, and its maximum height in the center is 7.5 meters. It's built at the narrowest point of the Grand Canal. The bridge rests on 12,000 pilings driven into the lagoon's bed. Moreover, there are 24 shops on it, separated in the center by 2 arches. Moving on, we enter a small courtyard near a hotel. It's a quieter place, but even here, everything caters to tourists' whims. On the right, there's a souvenir shop. On small counters, there are so-called models of rural courtyards. Tiny statues and houses from past centuries create a very endearing scene, enticing one to purchase. Passing by the sports court, we can observe how Italian youth live their lives, hosting local volleyball competitions, and the enthusiastic audience, sports fans, and ordinary tourists enjoy the game. Amidst the buildings and canals, we've still found a small oasis of peace, Venice's Central Park. It's an ideal place to rest from urban noise, where one can enjoy nature and feel at one with history. Not only tourists, but also locals love it. That's why you see a variety of dog breeds running past or children enjoying the carefreeness of childhood. It's impossible to imagine Venice without its legendary gondolas. I suggest walking across the bridges, soaking up the city's atmosphere from a new perspective. Each gondola is a work of art, and the gondoliers are true masters of their craft. Undoubtedly, one wants to learn more about these water drivers, as during a stroll, we encounter them countless times. Gondoliers are not just boat pilots in Venice. These people are symbols of the city, its history, and traditions. They not only transport tourists and locals through the canals, but are also storytellers who know every corner of their city. Becoming a gondolier is considered an honor. This profession is passed down from generation to generation, and many boatmen take pride in the fact that their ancestors were also water drivers. To become a gondolier, one must undergo special training and exams. In addition to physical preparation, boatmen must be well versed in the city's history, architecture, and the basics of tourism. As we've noticed, gondoliers have their traditional attire: black trousers, an embroidered shirt, a hat, and a red or black vest. This attire helps them stand out among others and becomes their signature. Moreover, each gondola is unique. It is handcrafted and can weigh up to 600 kg. The gondolier maneuvers the boat with a single oar, a skill that requires special artistry. For many tourists, a gondola ride symbolizes romance. Often, gondoliers sing traditional Italian songs, adding a special mood to the journey. Venice boasts over 150 canals, and the boatmen must know them all well. Each canal has its own history, its secrets, and the gondoliers are true experts in this. They act as intermediaries between the past and the present, preserving and conveying the cultural heritage of Venice. Thanks to their skill and craftsmanship, every tourist can experience the genuine spirit of this unique city. It's not hard to find a cozy spot on one of the stone bridges or banks where you can relax, watching the life of the city flow before you. To your left, there's just such a place already occupied by a young couple, relaxing and enjoying the cool water. In the square, entertainers often work, offering memorable photo opportunities. Bright, extravagant, and unparalleled performers add a special flair to the city. A photo with them would be a wonderful souvenir from the city of canals. Venice is a city on water, so ships have always been an integral part of its life and history. Let's delve into the world of ships of the Neapolitan kingdom, from ancient times to the present. It's fitting as we are now near the port, located on the right side. In the Middle Ages, Venice was a maritime state with a massive fleet. The Venetian arsenal, established in 1104, was one of the world's largest shipyards, where military and trade ships were built. Modern passenger ships serve as public transport in Venice. They ply the Grand Canal and other major canals, as well as between individual lagoon islands. While Venice is known for its history, modern ships are also a part of the cityscape. An interesting fact that might surprise you: Venice is famous for its regattas. The most renowned is the Regatta of St. Trofimo, which takes place annually on the Grand Canal. Competitors proudly represent their districts in colorful costumes. Venice is also a port for cargo ships, especially those trading goods from Asia and other regions. The city on the water is a wonderful blend of old and new, where ships play a pivotal role in its life. Majestic and comfortable boats will let you see the city from the water, telling the most captivating stories and legends. Walking along the shore, you can see many artists offering a wide selection of their paintings depicting this beautiful city. True masters who capture the spirit of Venice on canvas. Experience the city's art by purchasing one of these masterpieces. Moving forward, two tall structures come into our view, standing on opposite sides of you. These are the columns of St. Mark and St. Theodore. They have an interesting history. Wandering through such a vibrant city, hunger might strike, and the delightful aromas of fresh bread, croissants, and other treats have led us to one of the best bakeries in town. This very shop is located to your right, always bustling with customers, a testament to its excellent quality. Roaming the square, we come across many shops, but our attention is drawn specifically to the Giobagnara boutique located on the left. It's an upscale store where one can purchase exclusive home accessories made of natural materials. As you wander the streets, you'll feel the ambiance of antiquity. You can find everything here, from souvenirs to sophisticated clothing. To the left, there's a small gathering of people, unsurprisingly. It's an ice cream kiosk. Italian frozen treats are something special. Delicious, creamy, with a variety of flavors you must try. The prices are budget-friendly. The service is swift, and the taste, set against the historical backdrop, will linger in memory. I suggest immersing yourself in the world of aristocracy, wandering the lanes that were once exclusive to the upper echelons of society. Now, they are merely the ruins of a palace once intended for the Duke. Moreover, Venice is renowned for its opera scene. Experience the culture by attending a performance in one of its historic theaters. There's a promotional poster to your left, inviting aficionados to a classical music concert. I hope you enjoyed getting to know this wonderful city and will continue our walk further.